Hey, how are you doing? Can't sleep either? It's pretty late. You know, sometimes our minds just wander. We have a lot going on, and the mind just needs to be quieted down. It's hard to fall asleep and relax and go into a nice, restful slumber. So, if this is you right now, happens to me sometimes too, where you fall asleep for a couple hours, um, and then you wake up and you don't know why and you can't go back to sleep. That happens a lot too. So, for a moment, we'll sit here. I want you to close your eyes, take in a deep breath, drop down into your heart space. Don't think with the mind, just drop down. Let the mind and your awareness soak into your heart space. And just sit here for a moment. Let whatever comes up, come up and just dismiss it. Let it float away. It's okay. Take some deep breaths. Blow out through your mouth all the tension, all the chaos, all the noise. Just let it go. Very good. Now, while you're down in this heart space, just ask your body, what do you need right now? What do you want right now? And don't try and reach for an answer. Don't try and think up an answer. Don't think, well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I need sleep. Just sit in quiet, clear your mind, stay in that heart space, and just ask your body, what do you need right now? And just let an answer come. Maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's a thought, maybe you need a drink of water. Maybe you need to get up and move around a little bit. Maybe your muscles are tight and you just need to walk around a little bit, stretch out. Maybe you just need to take a moment to be in peace and quiet. Or some deep breaths. But don't force it, just let it happen. And if emotions come up, let them come. It's okay. There's no right or wrong answer. This isn't a test. I'm not going to grade you at the end. I'm just here to sit with you and allow you some space to just be aware of your body and in your heart space, and to think about what you need and to let the answer come. Maybe you need to cry. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Let it out. Maybe you need to laugh hysterically. Maybe there's some tension, some silly thought, some belief that you have that when you think about it now, it's so silly. That's okay too. Just let it go. Let it come up. Just succumb to the feeling and the emotion so you can release it. Feeling better now? Maybe you need to go down a little deeper. Maybe you need to drop down to your solar plexus. What do I need right now? What does my body need right now? And again, don't force the answer. Don't let the monkey mind run around and play games and say, oh, I have to make this in the morning, or I have to get the kids off to, their grandparents' house, or I have to take the car in for an oil change. No, that's not what we're asking right now. We're asking, what does the body need right now? Maybe it needs to stretch. Maybe it needs to soak in a hot bath. or stand in a hot shower. Maybe you just need some fresh air. Maybe you need to stand outside in the bare grass, or in the grass, in the grass with your bare feet and soak up some of the earth. Just rest with it, it's okay. And let whatever comes up, let it come up. See, sometimes you just have so many different thoughts and so many different things and different patterns that show up. And it can be so frustrating sometimes, and you can feel so stuck and so mangled and muddled. And sometimes you just need to get quiet and get still and drop from your head space down into your heart space. Drop down and just ask yourself, what does my body need right now? What do I need to do right now? Maybe I need to release. And if something like that comes up, like release or regrowth or pain or anger, ask your body what it needs release from. Or who does the anger belong to? Or what do I need regrowth in? What is keeping me from feeling like I can grow and regenerate and be better? And just listen for the answer. Sometimes it'll surprise you. Sometimes it's something you don't even think about. Maybe the release is something from the childhood. Maybe a childhood friend really hurt your feelings when you were younger. Maybe that stress and that anger or that hurt that you're holding on to that's causing you pain 10, 15, 20 years down the road actually belongs to them. Because see, we're all connected. And we all pick up everybody else's stuff, their emotions and their feelings and their patterns. We don't do it intentionally, and they don't do it to us. It's not being done to you. It's just who we are in nature. But maybe that childhood friend, maybe that hurt and pain belongs to them. So we'll say Joe as an example. Maybe Joe hurt your feelings when you guys were kids, and that pain belongs to Joe, that betrayal or that anger or that hurt. So just let it come up, whatever emotion comes up. And I know this is going to sound really contrary to what you've been told, because when you're trying to manifest something or, make something happen in your life, everybody always says, oh, you got to watch what you say and what you think. Well, that's true. We don't manifest things from our words. It's our emotions. But that stuck pain is just an emotional charge around a situation that happened. So you could say, I want to be betrayed. I want to be hurt. I want to be used by my friend Joe. And let whatever comes up emotionally, whether it be crying or maybe anger comes, that's okay. Invite it in. Thank him for that experience. And then give it back. Breathe out with consciousness. Breathe out that energy. Breathe out that emotional charge. And see how you feel then. Then drop back down into that space and just see how your body feels. Maybe it feels lighter. Maybe it feels like you're floating. Maybe you start laughing uncontrollably because saying, I want to be hurt seems so silly to you now. It seems so crazy. But that's what it is. It's just an emotional charge. And it's emotions around something that happened that we think was wrong or try to validate. Just let it go. We're all human, but really, we're all divine beings having a human experience. And we're just divine beings playing a role. So how do you feel now? A little bit better? You can always come back to this exercise when you're feeling out of whack, if you have a migraine, you have a pain somewhere in your body. Take a few moments Drop down to your heart space and ask your body what it's trying to tell you. This will help you to release a lot of things that are going on, a lot of traumas, a lot of pains, a lot of hurts, a lot of angers. It's a hard concept, I know. It's one I'm still learning. We all learn it every day. But what we're doing when we do this is we are coming back into our body. We're coming back into ourselves. We're re-becoming human. And we're learning, we're loving, and we're growing. And if you're around people that trigger you, whether it be a friend, whether it be family, an ex, next time that you're around that person, remember they're projecting onto you how they seen you at a specific time. It doesn't mean that's who you are now. You know, if you used to, I don't know, you used to look a different way, you used to do bad things, they still see you and they're projecting that onto you. And what you need to do in that moment is open your heart space, not have any judgments about it. Just be like, oh, that's an interesting point of view. Okay, what else? Because when you open your heart space and you're not fighting against that person, there's nothing left for them to push against. And eventually that'll all fizzle out. And then it'll all just go away. And you'll find that you'll have a little more peace around those certain people. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on here and just give a little bit of advice of some things that I've been going through, some trainings that I've been doing. You can hear my cat meowing at the door, sorry. But anyway, I hope you find a little extra peace. I hope you're able to get a little better sleep and relax. So take care until next time, and much love.